my group to solve a question about mesh analysis. So first of all, before that, we need to know a few steps to solve mesh analysis question. So first, we need to check whether there is a possibility to transform all current sources into voltage sources, which is not applicable in our question here. So second, we need to assign current directions to each mesh and make sure that each mesh have the same direction. And then third, we need to apply KVL and simplify the KVL. And then fourth, we need to solve simultaneous equations, and then we'll get the answer. Okay, so let's look at our question here. So we need to work by looking at each loops or mesh. And then for the first loop, we assign the voltage here, which is 18 volt, and then we look through the current flow in the mesh. Okay, we can look that for I1, it will pass through the resistance with 2 ohm value, and then it will pass through the one with 9 ohm value. So we can put it here, I1 times 2 plus 9. And then there's a minus here because we can see here that the current flow for the I1, it will opposes with the current flow for I2. It comes from here, and then the other one comes from here. So it will oppose at the resistance with 9 ohm value. So we have to minus I2 times 9. So we simplify it and we will get 18 equal to 11 I1 minus 9 I2. For loop 2, it is different from the value for loop 1. Even though it is a voltage source with same value, it is because, as we know, the current will flow from positive side to the negative side. And for this direction of current I2, it starts from the negative side and then it ends at the positive side here. So we have to add minus here to indicate that it opposes the direction. Okay, and then we do as the same for loop 2 as same as loop 1. I2, and then we see it will pass through 9, and then it will pass through 7, and then 6. So I2 times 9 plus 7 plus 6 minus, we can see it opposes with I1 here, and then it will oppose it with I3 here. So I1 minus I1 times 9, and also minus I3 times 6. So it will simplify the equation, we will get minus 18 equal to negative 9 I1 plus 22 I2 minus 6 I3. And then for loop 3, the voltage source is 3 volt, but as the same as loop 2, the direction is opposite with the current direction, so the value will be negative 3. And then we follow the direction of the current, it will pass through 6 and also 3. I3 times 6 plus 3, and then minus I2 times 6 because it will opposes the current I2 here. So we simplify the equation and we will get negative 6 is equal to negative 3 equal to negative 6 I2 plus 9 I3. Okay, so we will solve simultaneous equations here using calculator, and we will get the final answer for I1 is 1.23 M, and then for I2 negative 0.5 amp, and then for I3 the value is negative 0.6 amp. So that's all. Thank you for watching.